Let's begin with Level 1 in Kyusho International, which is about revivals and restoration. One of the important things about Kyusho is that it promotes the healthy side of something that is often missed in martial arts, which is typically destructive. The thing is with Kyusho is that you often have an effect on a person, which is a desired effect, but you want to continue to train in a safe way. We start off with learning the revivals to anything that could affect the person's neurological ability, which would be like a head knockout, something that could affect their breathing, and something that could affect their heart. But the most common things you'll see in class is when you get hit by somebody, or somebody hits somebody in class and their arm draws back, or they're in pain and they don't know how to continue or don't want to. Well, rather than having them sit down and losing that opportunity, you can quickly restore and get them back. Think of it as a quick massage, but what you're trying to do is massage in a way that's going to restore that faster. So oftentimes when somebody is hit into a large muscle group, that's when you're going to cause the most pain. What's happening there is you hit the nerve, which is in between the muscles, and then the muscles go to protect that by tightening around it, and it feels a lot like a cramp. So if I was throwing a hook punch and somebody punched me in the bicep, my arm's going to draw back tight to my body, and I'm not going to want to give it back. Well, that's going to hinder my training, plus it hurts. So what we do is we take that area and we try to relax it. So the first thing I'm going to do on that area is I'm going to try to open that person's arm up so that they can relax, and then you're going to slap it. So if the person hit it pretty hard, you're going to give it a pretty good smack, and that is intended to relax the muscle around it a little bit. If you punch it again tighter, the muscle's just going to get tighter and tighter. But when you hit it with something softer, the muscle has a quick sensation to relax, and that gives you a chance to get inside and get a little bit deeper. In general, massaging in a circle is going to be your best bet because you do not know the direction of the flow of the energy of the nerve. So in this case, I don't know where the bicep flows to. I'm not really exactly sure what I hit. I go in a circle, so that works nicely. Now, if you do happen to know some of the meridians, and if you've studied any of the Chinese medicine, there's a point in here called pericardium 2. An easy way of knowing which way to rub is just by mapping a second point that's within that same meridian. So in this case, we know this is pericardium 6. Well, the numbers are in ascending order, so if 2 goes to 6, then what I'm going to do is rub into that direction, so 2 to 6. So one more time to recap. Somebody gets hit, they get hit in the bicep, arm draws back, they do not want to extend their arm anymore. Grab their arm, straighten it out, slap them about half as hard, massage in a circle if you do not know the direction of the flow. If you do, then you're going to go in the direction, in this case, pericardium 2, which is about 2/3 of the way up the bicep, and all the way down into pericardium 6. Now, for those that aren't concerned or don't prescribe to the Chinese medicine, we know there is a nerve in there, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what points you call it. Points are just there to give you references. So if you strike into the nerve, we know that it feels better when the nerve is pressed in that direction. The opposite is going to be true on the other side of the arm. So if we take another area like this is called large intestine 10, it is an area inside of the forearm muscles. You get struck there by something coming down, your arm draws back, and it's a little bit numb. Same thing, strike it, rub it in a circle, and that's going to help relax it. Since we know this is large intestine 10, we're looking for some other large intestine points. We'll go all the way up to the neck. There's a large intestine point called large intestine 18. Well, if that's 10 and that's 18, ascending order, I'm going to be massaging in that direction. And we find that that helps quite a bit more. So that is a single point revival, a good place to start if you are working on level 1 in Kyusho International.